I'm a pimp, I'm a player, all the above. And I'm worldwide, baby girl. Show me some love. And smoke. Well, it ain't gonna be no decent, but it's gonna be great, but.
Excellent. It's what I say. I got the bass up. I remember long as I remember long as I remember long nights in the trap, riding around the city serving with the strap in my lap. Jumped off the porch, it was nothing to adapt. Made a name for myself, loved by everybody, but I stayed to myself. Just I'm gon' get some money, he gon' stay first to death. Won't put my trust in no woman, they play to the left. I better never turn till they name me the rest. I better never turn till I tame my lap, bro. I better never change on my people, so we ain't equal. I made it to the top of my own, so I don't need you. You niggas out here living like clones, follow the leader. I'ma get some money, even if I rob Peter to pay Paul. Growing up, all I wanted was a ball. Run my rats up and blow the profit in the mall. Now I'm doing shit I dreamed about when I was small. Was the underdog, now a nigga big dog. I knew that I'd be a boss when I was playing on leapfrog. Extra credit drip class, I can really teach y'all. Game full of up and down like a fucking seesaw. The money in the way, nigga, I don't see y'all. I remember long nights in the trap, riding around the city serving with the strap in my lap. Jumped off the porch, it was nothing to adapt. Made a name for myself, loved by everybody, but I stayed to myself. Just I'm gon' get some money, he gon' stay first to death. Won't put my trust in no woman, they play you to the left. I better never turn till they name me the rest. I better never turn till I tame my lap, bro.
Man, shut up. Jizzle, man. RDS, Jizzle. Big shout out to my man Jizzle, man.
Yes, yes. Make sure y'all peeping out. Make sure y'all following him too, cause he about to drop a project, and he gonna be up here doing a podcast with you soon too. So.
I hope so.
Yes,
I hope so.
Yes, we got this locked in. Don't even worry about it.
Well,
It's
ladies
gonna
and gentlemen, welcome back to the Be Safe Podcast. I am your host, B Cooks, and I am joined by not only somebody I'm a fan of, somebody that is a friend.
Yes.
You know, somebody who I've seen go through the trials and tribulation of this grind.
Thank you. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I applaud you for putting yourself out there and being committed.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? I wanna make sure I do that for you. I wanna give you your flowers while you're here.
Thank you.
Because
thank you.
people can't feel it when they gone.
Man, that's real. That's
You
real.
know what I'm saying? So I want to welcome Libra Miller to the Be Safe Podcast.
Thank you.
I give you
Thank
another
for
round of
having me.
applause. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. You know, I always thank everybody for taking time out of their day to be here,
Man,
because
I
you definitely
appreciate
didn't
you.
have to. So thank you for that.
Man, the same here. I appreciate you welcoming me in, and of course, always showing me love, but having me on your platform as well. So I appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, you're always welcome. Always welcome. So how are you?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. No complaints at all, man. I'm good.
I'm glad to hear it. How's the family?
Good, good, good. What about you? What about little
Man,
mama?
she's awesome. She got a birthday
She's so
coming
cute.
up,
Oh, when her birthday?
December 11th.
Okay, what you do? Well, y'all got a party?
No, we're not gonna do a party this year. You know it's
yeah,
2020.
well, yeah. I
you know,
don't even know why I said that. Okay, I
You
understand.
know,
I
but we're
understand.
gonna do something special for her.
I know you
know,
always will. So that's
for sure.
dope.
She's gonna be big 6.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
She growing
yeah.
up fast, man. I remember when she was a thought.
Don't even get me started, man. She growing up so fast. That's my dog.
Yeah, me and Cooks known each other for a while.
Yeah, for sure. Well
Yes.
before Culture Fest was even a
Yes,
thing.
yes. Back to Fresco days, like really Fresco days. Before Lil Mama.
Yeah, well before.
Yeah.
Well before. I was
Oh,
living a
man.
completely different life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, what was the sneaker? Man, I'm trying to think of your sneaker. Your boutique.
Top Shelf.
Top Shelf.
Yeah,
Yes, Top
yeah,
Shelf. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Top Shelf sneaker boutique days. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that was when I was living and dying for them sneakers, boy. I was going
Hey.
through the grind.
This was the man about the sneakers
grind.
too. Like, yeah.
The grind. That's
yeah.
why I be on some of these sneakerheads' ass, these new ones.
I ain't getting in that conversation with
Man,
you.
look, I'm telling you, boy, they
I
sensitive
don't
too.
sell sneakers. That's never what I've been
Don't,
into.
don't. We know where to
Yeah.
get our sneakers from.
Yeah.
Um, but speaking of Culture Fest, right? I always when I sit down with people, I always try to go take it backwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get to know you more. Cause I know we friends, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah. You
so-
personally know me, but they don't know me.
yeah,
I
yeah,
got
for
you.
sure. So like, just to learn more about you, where are you originally from? Are you born and raised Augusta?
I was born in Monterey, California, but I was raised in Augusta, Georgia. So I've
Okay.
been in Augusta since I was probably like 3.
Okay, I feel you. I was born in California as well,
Mm-hmm.
and as far as I know, I'm from Georgia. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, exactly.
You know
Georgia
what I
raised
mean?
me.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Butler and Westside. So
Okay,
I graduated
okay.
from Westside. So yeah.
Just ended up moving to a different side of town, or
Yeah, well, played ball, and
you can't hoop.
man, you crazy. I take you out though. Hey, I probably can't run down the court, but I'm gonna take a side shot on you all day. We could bet. I got
Corner
money
three.
behind. Yeah, exactly. All day, boy. That's how you know I'm a real hooper. But I turned into another life, so I used to. Hey, I man, the Hilltop know what's up. I take that corner
I hear
shot.
that.
I take a lot of people money.
Shout
but
out to the Hill.
yes, sir. But nah, yeah, I played ball at Butler, and me and my mom just like my mom just felt like me going to Westside would be a better situation, and it was crazy because like I remember. I don't know where my Westside coach seen me play, but anyway, it happened, and she invited me to like this college game with them. And you know, I'm in high school playing for Butler, so I was
Right.
like, "Yeah, I want to go." Cool. So like, you know, it was a college girls game or whatever. Went and just like you know, she actually was a female basketball player as well. So long story short, I ended up transferring to Westside.
Okay.
And I hooped for them for a little while and stuff. So we ain't gonna say nothing about that
You
coach,
know,
but hey, man, it's all love, man.
That's what's up. That's what's
It ain't
up.
like we won no rings or nothing. What you gonna sue about? Like,
Right. So I know for you, right? You're big into music. You're big into fashion. You know what I mean? So have both of those always been a part of your life?
I would say yeah, and subconsciously, I guess it's like you know, as a kid, I always loved music. I couldn't really afford the fashion, but I always was into like just you know, of course, like working with what I had. So I was into fashion and styling, just not you know, I couldn't always grab the new fashion or different
Right,
pieces.
right. I'm
like
sure
what
you
I
made the
wanted to.
best of
Exactly
with what you
exactly.
had. You know what I'm saying?
But as a kid, I used to like rap, and my cousin actually she's into church and she sings, but we used
You used to rap.
man, I used to call myself like rapping outside in front of my grandma's house. But like even like as a kid, I said it on the podcast before. Like as a kid, I went to Collins Elementary School. That's over there by Sunset. Well, old Sunset ain't there no more, but RP Sunset. But a long story short, like we used to have an actual daily like little video, you know, morning announcements, and you know they used to have me like rap little different stuff. Like I remember rapping a Dare song and all kind of stuff. Like
You
yeah,
was
so
performing on the jump.
yeah, man, I was into that. So yeah,
That's what's up. Okay,
Yeah, I
so it's
always
kind of
was into
always
that.
been in you.
yeah, man. Oh, so crazy too. Now I don't call myself no model, but as a kid, like and I ain't never really put this out there, but I used to be in the little catalogs and stuff like J.C. Penney little catalogs as a kid.
So
And
you was like
then-
the Gerber baby model. and
yeah,
stuff?
man. Like I don't know. I was like 3, 4, 5, like around
That's
them
what's
ages.
up.
I was in them, and then like around middle school, they used to have anybody that's from Augusta know they used to have what you got on or something like that, what you wear, whatever in the newspaper. You remember that?
I do remember that.
I was featured in that
The
a
fact that
couple
we even
times
said the
too.
newspaper. Woo.
Yeah, bruh. So I was featured in that a couple times too. So like, yeah, I don't know. I guess I've been into it a
Okay.
little bit.
So went to Butler, graduated West Side.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't gonna talk about Coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
we
another
ain't gonna
story.
bust them
You
out.
feel me?
That's my
But,
dog.
so what was life like after high school? What was next?
I actually went to ASU, which is AU now. I went there as a biology major. I
Ooh.
was going to school for a nursing anesthetist.
Whew.
Yeah, but I just started like getting to like the hustle and the grind of making money and stuff like that. Had some little ups and downs and different situations happen. So I just got into the hustle and bustle and making money fast, and it kind of sucked me
Yeah,
into
life.
that. Yeah,
Understood.
yeah, that's what kind of happened.
Okay. So life happened. You know, we working, making money, etc., etc. So, just thinking back, what year was it that you brought about Fresco Men's Boutique, the location on 8th Street? What year was that? Was that 2012, 11, 12?
2000. You know what? Damn, I really feel like I be having all my years jacked up, yo. I think it really was 2012, but then again, I don't know. I think it might have been 14. No, it's 14.
14?
It couldn't have been 14.
No, because my daughter was born in 14.
It had to. So it was 2012. I've been lying, y'all. I think I misprinted the shirts. All right, look. All right, y'all. Might have reprint those. All right, so look. Look, though. So yeah, big facts. It was 2012, but yeah, 2012. Actually, it was after I lost someone close to me, and just kind of had like a self reflect. So I felt like, you know, going down that path, it just really wasn't what I wanted to do as far as working, regardless of me making money. It just really wasn't what I truly was my passion. So I just kind of like, I guess throughout me going through a stint of depression and stuff like that, I kind of found myself going back to what my roots was the fashion and opening up the store. And I really went out on a limb.
Did something? Okay, so you know there were like 2 stores I'd say you've had close affiliation with prior to Fresco, if I'm not mistaken. So, what was the store off?
Deluxe.
The original.
Yeah.
That was by Kroger.
Yes. So what would be the second store? Now I'm confused.
In the one in the mall. So it was the same. Okay. Relocate.
Yeah, Deluxe. Okay. Just move. Yeah, Deluxe, and
So,
that's home team. So of course that too, like just being inspired about seeing that it can be done. With my boy, shout out Drew, shout out the whole team, Stacy, Ray, Thomas, Joey, man. So look, like yeah, definitely shout out the whole squad.
For
but
sure.
like and Jay, I'm sorry, shout out Jay. But nah, like it was just dang, hold on, I'm missing people. So shout out Raven too.
You know, it's hard. Like
yeah, man, and Kendra little sister too, man. That's my dog too. But and I'm sorry, I gotta like she Kendra little sister though, because she like Kendra little sister. Like you gotta like keep them in that like. But nah, so like it was just a squad. It was a family over there for real. Like. And just seeing it just being, you know, young black entrepreneurs and really running something and actually having something that could generate a certain type of income and revenue and see that it can happen. Of course, was big inspiration of why I actually did Fresco. And then, like I said, just like really just you know, being around certain people like Frank Cooker out of Atlanta at the time for Wish. My boy is doing huge things now. Shout out my boy. He's a big inspiration. And being in mixes like that. So like I was doing a lot of networking for really, to me, actually, originally it was Fortune Fly 100. That's why my name was Fortune Fly on IG. It's because my brand originally was Fortune Fly 100. And FFH was the whole thing I was pushing. So I really was networking to understand more of like, you know, hey, I want to have my own brand. So how I want to do this. So I did a lot of networking with that. In Atlanta, like, you know, networking with the Zeus, you know, Trap and different people, like, you know, kind of being different mixes and just and actually with Fanny, being around those mixes and stuff like that, seeing what's going on and just kind of peeping the scene and seeing what, like, I've even seen kind of the birth of what he had going on and seeing the birth of these different brands.
You had a chance to see what's possible.
Exactly. So, seeing everything that's kind of going on and seeing what I want to do, I came back really with the focus of starting my brand and pushing the brand. And you know, Fresco was just going to be my own brand and pushing that, but it just turned into way more than a boutique, than, you know, doing the events and stuff like that. So,
Right. So what would you say your biggest struggle was?
Losing myself creatively. I think I gave so much of myself to the community that I lost myself in some way, because I gave so much of a platform, and which I that really actually makes me happy, and it is something that drives me. because I want to see our whole city grow.
Mm-hmm.
But I also wasn't feeding to my own dream as actually having the brand and having the brand available and actually doing that. So I think by doing, not actually feeding them into my own dream as well, that kind of like drained me. I didn't realize it, but now, looking back, I actually see it now.
Well, I mean, it was a learning experience. I'd even like to say, do you feel like at the time, right, when you realize, okay, I got to do something different, or maybe even restructure this or figure something else out, and you had to close the doors? Did you ever have moments where you felt like you may have failed?
I think at first I did, but then I knew it all was a learning process,
Mm-hmm.
and then I never actually. I don't know. I'm a big believer in trusting God and just knowing what's meant to be is meant to be. So like having the actual community and the streets come and say like different stuff like, hey, we miss Fresco, and even still to this day people will say that, certain events and the vibe that we had,
Mm-hmm.
it was just different and untouched. So because actually, getting that love still shown and stuff like that, it actually shows me that what we did and create was meant to be. And it also actually drives me to even want to reopen. So it's those different things. I don't feel like it was a mistake or anything. I don't feel like I kind of failed or anything. I felt like it was meant to be for this time. I learned a lot from it. I learned what I would do different. I learned where I should have maybe adjusted certain things, and I learned also a lot of stuff I will keep because I feel like Fresco definitely it built a lot of value from that, and that's crazy. From being 2012, it still holds value when you say Fresco. So,
I mean, it's almost a decade. Like, that's crazy.
man, that's crazy. I'm just
And
changing
again,
myself
I
then.
want to, and I even said this to you earlier. Like, I want to applaud you
Thank you.
because a lot of people don't realize how vulnerable you make yourself, how much risk is involved.
Absolutely.
And how much work is involved.
Man.
You know what I mean? And in order to win, you got to lose sometimes. And I don't want to call it lose. I want to say learn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely agree.
Because I don't think it's a loss. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If we're thinking long term, based on where we're at today.
Yeah. And I mean, me and you were talking like off camera. We were just saying like I feel like the breakdown of it was like I really truly built value because anybody that was around Fresco, until even now, understands how much I care, and I'm not just out here. I'll break it down like this. Me and Brother B, shout out Brother B and Humanitary. Make sure y'all go out there.
Shout out to Humanitary.
8th Street. We were actually neighbors at the time of being while I was located on 8th Street, and we had a lot of great conversations. And one thing we used to talk about is actually it's important to give to the community and not just take. And that's one thing nobody can say is that I just take from the community. I give a lot. And I've always given a lot. And that's always been big on what I want to do because also I was actually a person that was in the community that needed that help. I was that kid that needed Dr. Angel, and I was that kid that, needed that small compliment to kind of boost me and, you know what I'm saying, boost me up and stuff like that. So I'm real big on just trying to be genuine, trying to be real and give credit when credit's due and try to give a platform for as many people as I want to. As I can. And it is just overall just trying to show love, you know what I'm saying, and just show what we have, and we're stronger as a group versus individuals. So just trying to actually show that and bring that to the city.
That's great. And I always saw that, that was the main focus. You know what I mean? Because it always feels better when your home is involved. Like,
yes,
you know what I mean?
And that's what I've always tried to do. You know that, like I try to hit up whoever I can because.
Right.
If we, like you said, if we actually kind of networking and building together, we become stronger. But then also it's a cross promotion. It's just a build up, and then it's just you never know where that can go. Every photographer, anybody that came through Fresco or anything is like I'm always trying to push them. Hey, so and so do this and so and so do that.
Yeah, you're always trying to build them up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
because that's what it's about, man. We got it, and then we also somebody needs that sometimes. If you don't have sometimes when you go home, you don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Right.
that's at home don't believe into like certain crafts. So a
Right.
lot of
Especially if they may be considered off the beaten path. Or
yeah, exactly. They're used to the 9 to 5. Like, you know, sad to say, like I love my family to death, but you seldomly see any of my family at any of my events. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like you gotta understand. Like I understand that personally because I've been that kid and I am that kid that, you know, that support means a lot. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it's not even from a fake place. I truly support what we have going on and genuinely actually support a lot of the people that's around that I'm pushing. So.
that's what's up. That's what's up, and that's great, man. Like we gotta have more people that are tangible. You know what I mean? That are from what some people would call the streets, whatever. You know what I mean? But you're
Yeah.
of the city, is what I'm really getting at.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's really dope. So, but at what point, right, on this journey with, you know, entrepreneurship and, you know, opening the store and even having to close the store, did you realize, okay, the festival route is
Man, that's crazy. So once I closed Fresco, you know, getting that love in the streets and getting that love, period, just made me think about like just over the time I was like, I want to have a event just kind of that combines everything in one. So originally the first Culture Fest was actually supposed to have vendors out and, you know, I had my boy Crease with the Supreme. So like having like certain clothes out there and everything like that. And it was going to have like a mini pop-up shop type of thing
Right,
too.
right.
It didn't fold out that way, you know what I'm saying, but it still folded out to be an amazing event. And we really showcased more artists than anything. Lighting wasn't the best for vendors and everything. It was kind of dark. So just, you know, looking back on it, you know, it was just certain things that weren't set up to actually achieve what we were trying to achieve. So long story short, we're at that point now where we can accommodate to the vendors. I've actually spaced it out, and I have a fashion show that actually goes on, and I normally have it in December, but we're postponing it to January. So we having that set up for January 2021. Y'all be on the lookout, please.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That fashion show is definitely
2021.
Yes, Fresco Holiday Fashion Show Part 2. It'll be our second one and whatnot. But long story short, we're actually, you know, just I'm actually setting it up and spreading it out. I am working on an art exhibit as well. That was something I was gonna drop. We are gonna do 2020, but just with everything going down, just kind of pushed it back. But we're gonna actually do that 2021 as well. So just different aspects of what Fresco embodied, and just breaking it down into events. And want to continue to do that even once Fresco opens. So
Did you drop some tea?
a little tea, a little Lipton.
I hope you're paying attention. So like, you know, when you're taking risks like this, when you're doing new things, were there people that may have like said no or slammed the door along the way?
Man, you know, I honestly can say,
And I'm not saying drop names.
No, I would never, you know, because honestly, everybody that possibly would say no or didn't move as quick, because I'm an impatient person too. So first of all, it's hard for me to already ask for help. And then the people that, you know, let me acknowledge first, it's a lot of people that help me. A lot of people help me without me asking. You know what I'm saying? Shout out you. Because you actually combined, like, first of all, I don't know if a lot of people know, but Top Chef Boutique actually combined and had a lot of their shoes in. Shout out to my man Gator, because he had a lot of his shoes in. I didn't really, you know, wasn't into the sneaker part of it. But that brought a lot of essence into what Fresco was as well. So, like, shout out to my men, like, helping me out, my dudes. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to Travis. They would work at Fresco, you know, in times and never asked me for any money or anything, like just really held me down. So I got a strong team around. Shout out to Andre, Andre, he was an amazing part of Fresco as well. It's just really a good list of people that I can honestly say that really helped out. We really did so much with the art, doing work with Dez, doing different like music showcase. Shout out to Black Mars. He used to held down the Cypher. 2K used to be there. Just like AE, one of her first performance stages, well, you know, she was already an amazing singer, of course.
Right, for sure.
But, you know, just her actually performing at Fresco a lot. Shout out to Hayden Hendricks. If you don't know him, please look him up. Like, he's a dope artist. First time ever performing was at Fresco. So it was just like the platform of what we could bring and provide to the people, and provide that common ground where we can actually all mix and collab and grow into what we are now.
Hold on, pause for me real quick. Hold on. All right.
Just providing that whole platform for us to all grow into what we are now. You know what I'm saying? So that is very. I mean, shout out to Tyreek as well. Huge part. And I love to look back at. I can honestly say and proudly say that everybody that was part of Fresco alumni, and I call them Fresco alumni because they was there from day one, is doing something. They have their own business. They have their own LLC or clothing line or something going on, and I'm just, I'm not like feeling like I'm just a big part of that, but I do feel like just having that inspiration of black entrepreneurs around each other is a huge part of that, and we're going to manifest that into our youth.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and then you've built some great relationships along the way.
Absolutely.
So, I also want to congratulate you on Culture Fest. I had a great time.
Thank you, man. I've been for a long time. People don't know. I've been really wanting to have somewhere it's family oriented as well. And I hope I said that word right. But
yeah, for sure. Family friendly.
Yeah. So like, I want that to like, man. Overall, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, when I have a Ferris wheel at the actual Culture Fest, that's when I'm really gonna feel like I made it, y'all. But I want a Ferris wheel next. But like for real. Like, no, they're dead serious. I've been telling anybody that's close to me knows I want a Ferris wheel at Culture Fest. I've already contacted the person. I mean, because we initially had the Commons, so we were gonna have a chance to get it. But like I said, just how everything flowed out. But we're gonna get it. We're gonna get there. But just long story short, just I love the fact that a family could come out and enjoy the whole, event as well, not just 18 and over or 16 and over or something like that.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up. And it definitely was family friendly. I enjoyed the environment. You know what I mean? I can't wait till the city supports events like Culture Fest, especially when it comes to the local artists, because it's not the same as when you go see these guys like in the local club. Like, it's not. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not the same. You get a true vibe with them.
And then you get to see all of them. You get to see them interact with each other. You get to see them, let their hair down, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And be people.
Yeah, and then you also get to see vendors now, just having a bigger platform of entrepreneurs around and networking, photographers, different, et cetera, et cetera. But, I honestly think already that the city does support. This year was a finicky year, and we actually had great support though. We had over 100 and actually more than that. Generating throughout the whole day, I had over about almost up to maybe 300 people, depending on like everything out. So we had a good turnout. It's just also we have a huge huge building now, and like I said, with COVID, this is a finicky year. But again, also it was just
I feel like you did a great job using what you had.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. Like, we wanted to also provide a longer time frame so people could kind of come in and go out, so they didn't have to feel crowded, and of course practice social distancing and just make sure they're safe as well. So it definitely came out to be a positive year and a good year, and we're gonna do even bigger next year. Just hopefully COVID can leave us alone.
For sure, man. Look, I can't wait for 2021 to get here. Oh my gosh.
Man, I'm just waiting. I don't even want to just wish for the year to come through. I just need COVID to go away.
Yeah, as soon as COVID get the hell on, hey, look.
Now COVID could leave tomorrow, and I bet you like this year change. Like, what you saying? Like, right. Everything could change immediately. Like, yeah, just can't wait for that leave.
With the fourth annual Culture Fest being a success, I would call it a success. You know what I mean? What were some of your biggest takeaways?
Definitely like I'm always just critical on just pre-planning, working on that, just working on actually getting with kind of delegating better, because I'm a person that tries to do everything and I cannot do everything. Yeah, that's for real. Like I'm so bad on that, but just again, I'm. It's hard for me to ask for help though.
It's a process,
too. Yeah,
man.
it's so hard for me to ask for help. But
you gotta crawl before you walk. You know what I'm saying? Crawl before you walk.
But nah, I mean, it's just a couple things I definitely want to adjust for the artists, the vendors. Again, I'm always big on trying to make sure I'm giving a better platform for them, and just doing the best I can so everybody is accommodated.
Plan on using the same venue?
We are talking with Ray about that because I definitely enjoy and I appreciate Ray out there at MTAG. Shout out to MTAG. But yeah, give them the sounds, please. I've been shouting them out on all the podcasts.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to MTAG.
Yeah, because we really appreciate the platform. Really appreciate you sharing that with us. But yeah, I definitely do want to do more work with Ray. And we're gonna talk about that. Because we are looking in the future to do more things. And
I'd be looking forward to it being in the same place.
Yeah, I definitely think it was super accommodating. Like I said, the only thing is like we did look at the comments. And that was actually a huge a
That
place.
just ain't ours though.
And that is also one big thing.
It ain't
like
ours.
It ain't ours. It's not black owned. I mean, it's owned by the city, but but we do have a black event planner there, Miss Yolanda. So I mean, but of course, like I mean, we may still do something in the comments and may actually do MTAG at Culture Fest. I mean, do Culture Fest at MTAG because the partnership I think is perfect. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was like super accommodating to what we have and the vibe, and I actually even want to do even bigger just next year because I even actually on here I challenge the vendors to create a vibe for themselves. Like next year I'll do better as far as actually giving you measurements, but I challenge each vendor to create an atmosphere that's welcoming and not just a walk-up situation. Like if you can kind of create something and
like an environment,
like an experience. If you could, like Complex Con actually has a virtual this year, so I would say check it out if you can.
I did see that. See that.
So like even if you could look at past years and seeing how they've done stuff or different like places, if you're a clothing line, just different stuff period. You can just see how they create an experience, and that's just what we want to push Culture Fest to and get it to that next level.
Right, and that'll challenge the vendors to bring, every year they come out to take things to the
Absolutely,
next
take it to the next level. We're trying to capitalize on. Shout out to Kickback Georgia. Shout out Randy. My boy made over $1,000 in one day. I mean, the vendor fee was $75. So I mean, you do the math.
Right. So the grind is there because I mean, one thing I think people and even the vendors, artists, whomever may be presenting themselves at events like that, gotta understand they have to do promotion as well because you have to bring your fan base to the.
Absolutely. I mean, even as artists, like I try to make it super reasonable every year for the artists. You have to understand that I am renting a platform. Even if it was mine, I gotta pay for lights. Like I mean, I don't know. Right. Some people feel like everything should be free, but I mean the fee I try to keep it reasonable and to the point where I even work with if you're looking to do a 30-minute segment for a label. And shout out to Make It Count because Lil Nye as a businessman made that work for his group and really stole the show. And that's different things that you can look at.
Shout out to them. They did. They did really like they kicked the door down for everybody else after them.
That's what you gotta utilize these platforms. You gotta utilize these platforms to your benefit.
For sure.
And that's what I'm trying to provide is a platform that you can take it to the next level with. Like
Oh, and I have an idea because I need a table.
Okay. I'm with it. I'm with it. So I mean, and that's something crazy too. I could promise you, it's photographers, videographers. If they came and did, if I promise you this, like if you're a photographer and you just started, and you come in the Culture Fest and you take pictures and you do your part of having good work, I guarantee you're gonna have work afterwards.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's just guaranteed.
I definitely created business for myself.
Exactly,
by being present.
And the crazy thing about it is, it was 4 or 5 shooters.
Might have been
No.
more
It was
than that.
it was
might have
more
been
than
at
that
least
actually.
7.
But I know it was like, it was multiple shooters, and every shooter that I know has actually walked out with multiple business outside of that, from videos to photo. You know what I'm saying? More shots, and anybody could tell you that. I mean, even with down to my boy Nicola, Nickel Magazine, Shane. Just the experience of being around that, being around Fresco, being around Culture Fest. That's what it's about. It's about networking and growing us as a people. And man, I'm just gonna drop this again. If you can't get with that, your whole perspective is whack.
If you can't get with that,
hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
you know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, I had a really good time, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope the city's looking forward to it. You know what I mean. And everybody else that even participated, I hope they're looking forward to the next one as well.
Yeah,
so,
man. I'm hoping you do. Of course, if not, all love. I know somebody else is looking for the opportunity. So, I know just, of course, like, we all about positive vibes, genuine love. And that's what rock us on, man. Because definitely, like, people like my boy Gas God, my boy Mayo, like, yeah, like, Day Ones, Money Man Shane. Yeah,
I'm calling out Shane again.
Yes.
I was supposed to do a pod with you in the A, bro. We calling you out again.
Oh Lord. But you know what I'm saying, Lil Nye, like,
Pause.
But oh Lord, Lil Nye, just Slime KD. It's a lot of people also that's like, hey, Libra, I'm with you regardless. No matter how much and when I make. You know what I'm saying. And I know all them boys are destined for so much greatness. So it's just that means so much. My boy Flyer coming through, he making so much noise. So for him to come through the festival and make it, because that's what it's about. It's actually about celebrating the Augusta finest. So it's about us coming and doing that. So it's a lot of love when people actually elevate to a certain level and still come and do that as well.
That's awesome. That is fucking awesome.
Thank you, man.
So,
I appreciate the city.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I love it. I love it. I love that you're taking risk. I'm loving that you're.
He's a good bartender too, by the way, y'all.
Oh man, don't sleep on me. All your private events. Shout out to B Cooks. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. You need a private bartender. I
don't even drink like that.
I got credentials and all. You ain't got to worry about Nathaniel. I take
care
of you. Now, all jokes aside though, with Fresco, right? I understand it was a men's boutique, and you've turned that combined with Culture Fest into a brand, right? Because it's definitely bigger than just a T-shirt or a piece of what some would call merchandise, or you know what I mean, or it's way bigger than that, right?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think. Well, I ain't even gonna say you gotta think. Fresco is a brand, definitely not merchandise or anything like that. Down to the quality that I bring, the pieces I'm bringing, it's definitely more than just a boutique. Even is into the culture of what Fresco means, and what it means to certain people. But yeah, it's definitely a brand. I have. I done brought the city back to trucker hats. I mean, it's just like
I don't
different
know what's
pieces.
going on, Libra.
I mean, I got Fresco
all
socks.
All of a sudden, wanting to drop trucker hats.
Man, hey, I
What
don't
is
know,
going
like, but
on?
hey,
matter of fact, no, look. What is with all of y'all jocking?
I ain't got nothing to say about that. I'm just saying, like, I have pieces from.
Sick of these motherfuckers jocking people's shit.
We just dropped the Fresco winter jumpsuit, so like we got the Fresco chucks, like, so definitely like we are evolving into a brand that you can associate with the Off-White, the Chinatown, the Stussy. And that's what I'm happy about and stand by. Just super proud of the quality that I'm able to bring now.
So would you call it a lifestyle brand?
I would call it a high-end streetwear brand.
Okay.
Would I don't know. Maybe I just would never put it in a damn box.
That's fair.
Shout out to Joe Fresh, because he got me like, fuck the rules. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
none.
yeah, like,
there are none.
And that's the thing, like, and really, like, those are the people that kind of motivate me. Like, of course, like, Dapper Dan motivates me. Joe Fresh, Jeff Staple, like,
me hurt. I'd like to take this chance to apologize.
Apologize though.
Absolutely nobody.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
There are no rules.
Yeah,
We
it's
do
no
what we want to
rules.
do.
So it's like, yeah, like, and that's really what it comes down to. Cause it's like, you know, people will look at stuff and be like, well, it's not like this. Nah, fuck the rules, man. Look, we doing what we do. So like, man, Fresco is definitely more than a boutique. Fresco is a piece that, and you know, shout out to my people that's rocking it. And I, you know, one thing I could say is like, it makes
Shout
me.
out to all y'all paying for pieces, man.
Hey, yeah, shout out to
all
the
y'all
support.
buying
But
it,
it's
man.
the freshest in the
Shout out
city
to
that's
everybody
rocking that
asking for
Fresco.
a discount or a handout.
But
I'm
I
so
got
sick of that shit.
I can honestly say we getting some great love and support, and it's the freshest in the city that's rocking Fresco, which is what it stands for. So like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's really
Fresco, where the Fresco.
self-explanatory at this point. Like, it definitely is love. Like, we out here, man.
For sure. And I like to see it. I see it everywhere. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I appreciate it.
And I wear it every time I wear a jean jacket. I wear the pin on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
I could promise. I could mark you this, man. You will not see somebody rocking Fresco if they not fresh. I have never seen somebody rock a Fresco piece and they not fresh. I have not.
That means all of you who ain't got it. Either you ain't been introduced, or you might not fit the bill. Okay, and that's okay. And that's okay.
That's that Joker laugh right there. Oh shit! Man.
But I love it though. I like the
love.
fact
I'm
that
just
you don't
joking,
want to
talking
put
shit.
yourself in a box. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
And
don't.
then it doesn't. It allows you to continue to be creative and continue to
Absolutely.
reinvent and
Absolutely,
continue to
man.
do new things and all of that.
Yes,
So
yes.
I definitely applaud that as well.
Man, thank you.
So what would you say are some of the biggest relationships you've gained by doing Culture Fest?
Oh man,
And I don't want to say big like other people aren't big. You know what I mean? Like every relationship has its value. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and when I say relationships, I'm talking about like I think you had an opportunity to meet the mayor and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And like relationships like that.
Okay.
That may be
Cause
people that look like you and I may feel like
look,
aren't tangible. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like those people may be out of reach.
I was about to tell you. I was gonna say my dude that's in the wheelchair that used to pull up all the time with his dog. Like that's one of my favorite relationships I built. But since you said that, like like for
shout out to
real,
him, too.
nah, for real, cause my dude check on me to this day, and like you know he used to pull up to Fresco and see me. Anybody that used to be around Fresco know. I don't care what I was doing. When he rolled past, I stopped what I was doing and ran outside to chop it up with him. It's just building true relationships meant a lot to me. But the mayor definitely, man, the mayor shows me so much love. And I probably don't, I need to visit him even more, to be honest with you, because he be getting on to me. But it's just, again, one of them things where I don't ask for stuff. And even when he asks me what you need, I be like, nothing. Like,
right.
knowing damn well I
Like,
need
what
help.
about- yeah.
But nah, it's like real facts. He's a good person. Shout out to Mayor Hardy Davis. Anything he's doing, I definitely would love to support him and do anything I can. Karen Gordon, Brother B, just honestly, just overall humanity, the love, mom over there, like they is so much love there. Just a lot of relationships. The Good Juice family out of Atlanta, Travis Love, shout out. I mean, if you don't know who he is, you need to definitely check him out. But like just to seeing the growth of him as well. He actually did the mural at Fresco, and now Underground Station, all them pieces down there is his. Like all that different work is his. He's done so much work. Just so many people, man. Honestly, so many people that came through. AE, 2K, Devin Mays, like just truly some great people that came through. And like JC, like Tyreek, great friendships that we've built into a family. Charles Gray, just so many people I can honestly Nydia, me and her actually became best friends, her coming to Fresco like that. So it's like it's just truly a lot of great people came through, and me, Rel and Kid, like we honestly, because I was so involved in the Fresco, I actually ended up like getting more friends. I don't want to say I like, you know, I didn't lose any of my old friends because they're my peoples, but it's
But
like
you do start to meet like-minded individuals
absolutely,
that may have
absolutely.
the
So
same interests that
absolutely,
you have.
and it really just it actually just grew, and I mean it just meant so much for me to even be able to help my people as well anyway, especially if I've built a relationship with you, if I can help you even more. And I mean, I'm as excited as you when I see you actually, you know what I'm saying, able to live your dream and live, you know what I'm saying, live what you are meant for.
That's great, man. So, Libra, I always say, you know, I always want to give you your flowers while you're here.
Thank
You know
you,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Thank you.
Because,
Thank you.
and everybody needs to understand, you got to give your people their flowers while you're here. Tell your people you love them. Tell your people you're proud of them. You know what I'm saying?
It means a lot. The crazy thing about it is you might assume that they've heard it and they have not. So that's the thing, because everybody else the next 10 people have assumed that they've heard it as well. So nobody has said it to the person. So that's why I feel like it's super important to give people compliments and give them, like, you know how I hit you up randomly and be like, man, I'm so proud of you just being a great dad or something like that.
Yeah,
like I hit up my
sometimes
people.
we need that.
Yeah, and I feel like that's super important. Just overall, man, show your people love, man, and you know what I'm saying? Of course, if it's genuine, just don't bite your tongue, man. What does it cost you to give somebody, you know, like you said, their verbal flowers? And I say this, man, the love be real. It be the hate that's fake. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Cause they really loving you for real.
They just don't know how to show it.
You know what I'm saying? Look, put that hate down. Pick this love
Yeah,
up. It's so much
exactly,
easier to
exactly.
love. You know what I'm saying?
I swear to you.
And Libra, do me a favor before we get up out of here, right? Tell the people where they can find you. Tell the people where they can find the brand.
Yes.
Tell them where they can find out more about Culture Fest.
Okay.
And anything else you may have going on.
All right. Thank you. Of course, follow Fresco on Fresco website is frescomensboutique.com. That is RFESCO mensboutique.com. If that's too hard to spell, frescoandfriends.com. Also will get you there. I'm just saying, like, you know, hey, I'm not mad at I ain't mad at nobody.
For the slow, you know, most of y'all got phones that got autocorrect.
And they still don't use it. But I'm just saying, like, frescoandfriends.com, and then Fresco Men's Boutique also on IG. Excuse me. Culture Fest Music Festival. I had it. Boy, it is long. I ain't gonna lie, it is long. But that is the actual page. It will not change. I was changing it per year, but I will not change that anymore. It's Culture Fest Music Festival. Please follow that page if you're interested in any way of Culture Fest, because I guarantee you I post there first on any openings. And I want everybody to have the opportunity to be involved into it, that wants to be involved. And then if you want to follow me personally, Fortune Fly. And that's about it. Yeah.
That's what's up. And again, I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I enjoyed it. I learned so much about you. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I value. You know what I mean? I get to know the people that I spend time with even more. You know what I'm saying? So
I got a dog named Blue, and I'm just like, what?
Shout out to Blue, though.
Yeah, shout out King, too. You know what I'm saying? That's my little partner, too.
Shout out to everybody, man. And as always, make sure if you don't do nothing, when you leave me and anybody watching this, when you leave this, as always, be safe.
Peace, love, so.
Now it's time for us to go. I've had so much fun entertaining y'all. Till the next time, or maybe the next show, I'll see you when I see you. I'll